What's your name?
I'm Brian.
Brian, I'm Paul. Nice to meet you.
Paul, nice to meet you.
What's up with your story?
I just lost my job during COVID. I ain't been able to recover ever since. You know, unfortunately, you're stereotyped out here. People think you're out here because you got an addiction problem or, you know, criminal record or something.
That's not your story?
No, and this is the thing. I'm educated. I have a degree in firefighter. I got a 4-year degree from Florida State. I can't even get a job because they see me out in the street, you know, they think just like everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
You know, unfortunately, I tell you what, I do not wish this upon my work day.
What was your career?
I was a fireman at one time.
Where?
I'm actually here. I did 10 years here, 10 years in city Daytona, Florida.
What led you here? Why was it COVID?
Well, I was working at a hotel part-time, and they lost their franchise. And when they did that, I lost my job and place to stay because I was staying at the hotel. So, fire department job, well, I lost that due to politics, of course. I got sent overseas. Somebody had to make a point September 11th and bring the World Trade Center down.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't able to reservist. I got sent overseas. I did 1 year in Afghanistan, 2 in Iraq.
Thank you for your service.
And my Humvee 2 weeks before I was getting discharged got hit with an RPG rocket. So I couldn't be, when I came back, I couldn't be a fireman.
I'm going to ask you a question. If you had a future pace your life, if I asked you, if we met 1 year from today, what has to have happened to make you happy?
Be off the street, have a job, be stable.
What kind of job would get you off your feet?
Oh, anything will get me off the feet, really. But not really everything, because a low-paying job is not going to cut it. You know, it's impossible to live off minimum wage. It is. You can't. And I'm not going to lie to you. I make more than minimum wage out here.
Sitting to get money?
Sitting here. I make more than minimum wage. Now, you know.
But how does that feel?
It's survival. It's either that or I go hungry or do a life of crime or something. You know, I got to eat somehow.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you know. But that's the one thing that has not let me. Sorry, I'm hungry.
Go, bro.
That's the one thing that keeps me from being stupid, because out here, after a couple of days of not eating, all this society, you're not thinking normal anymore. You know, you don't care about your consequences. All you want to do is eat. You know,
you're in survivor mode.
Yes, as a human, yeah. And the one thing that keeps me that if I get myself in trouble, I'm really never going to get out of here. Then nobody's going to get me in jail, you know. But if you got a record, it's going to be even harder.
That's right.
You know.
I would love to challenge you to kind of visualize where you want to be in 1 year. And what I want you to do is focus as if your mind's a GPS. Does that make sense? Like when you're typing an address in a GPS, you got to be very, very clear what you want. Right. There's 2 things I would challenge you to do if I could give you permission, if I could have permission to share. One is I would ask you to pray to God and say, please, where you want me. I want to be a servant. I want to help provide value into the world, right? And not play victim. And then find some dignity to get up. And even if you have to start in 1 or 2 low-paying jobs to get on your feet and to get momentum, to change your mindset, your identity, we can make that happen. Is that fair?
Yeah.
All right? Here, bro, I'm going to give you this $50 bill. But more importantly, my son's going to give you a copy of my book. But you have to promise 1 year from today, I don't want to see you on this fucking street. I want to see you off your street. I'm going to give you a copy of my book. And I'm going to give you this $50 bill. And I want to make sure that you move forward and make a difference in your life. Is that fair?
Thank you. That's fair.
You promise to read this book?
Yeah, I'll read it.
Look at me. You promise to read this book?
Yeah, I'll read it.
That's that 50. That's that book. I want to see you off the street. All right? God bless you. Change your mind, change your life.
Makes it even special, man.